Well, it seems to me that you can be a non-believer, but it's another step if you want to make a show and say you're an atheist and start to say these bitter things.
Well, why?
What have I said that's bitter?
Yeah, why do you think we're bitter?
Well, I mean, just the general tone I get from you is that you're actually mad or angry with God.
Oh my goodness! Is this a joke? Are you a Poe? Is this a Poe or are you for real? Are you calling just to pull our legs, or is this a serious call? But atheists cannot hate God. That is like it's a nonsensical statement. A person who does not believe in something cannot hate the thing that they don't believe exists.
All right, so here's what happened to me. One day, I remember it like every detail of it. I was at my aunt's house, sitting in her backyard, on her back porch, sitting on a swing, reading the Bible. And it was in the summer because I was visiting her. And I got to a part, I don't remember exactly where it was, but it was talking about the unforgivable sin, which is the only unforgivable sin, which is blasphemy of the Holy Spirit. So I read it. I'm not out loud, I'm just reading it in my head, sitting in the backyard reading it. All of a sudden, as soon as I read that verse about blasphemy of the Holy Spirit being an unforgivable sin, I immediately had a blasphemous thought about the Holy Spirit. It was actually like the F word and then Holy Spirit. Just popped in my head like that. And I remember when it happened, I freaked out. Like, I think I probably might have had a panic attack or something, but here's what happened. Like, I immediately felt like, oh my God, what have I done? You know, and my vision actually started going black. I felt like I was going to pass out. I was panicking. I was freaking out, okay? I was freaking out.
You know, when I was a little girl, I grew up in my Christian church, in my Christian home. And there was a guy, a single father in my church that had a daughter with MS, and she was in a wheelchair. And he had to do everything for her. I mean, absolutely everything. And I remember thinking, wow, I mean, that guy, it must be really hard for him. And so I started to pray, you know, about the kinds of children that I would have. And I started to pray that I would never have a disabled child. And ends up, when my son was diagnosed with autism, I called my mother, and, you know, I was pretty upset about it. And, you know, I told her, why would God do this? Why would God do this to my son?
But atheists cannot hate God. That is like, it's a nonsensical statement. A person who does not believe in something cannot hate the thing that they don't believe exists.
When I finally got kicked out of the church, I told my father and a bunch of the elders that my dream is to set you fuckers down, duct tape your mouth, and make you listen. That same cult took my family from me by the time I was 20. They still follow that faith. My parents are dying now. They can't have anything to do with me because of their faith, because I'm Satan. I get this one life. I'm 56. Most of my life's gone. Well, maybe I got 20 years left, maybe 25. 56 is gone. This is one life we know we get. Everything else is imaginary belief, hope, wishful, fanciful thinking. You people think it's God's will, and you soothe yourself. Ignorance is bliss. I had a Christian piously tell me, oh, you're full of self-hatred. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm full of hatred for Christianity. I hate Christianity. If you don't hate a murderer, you're rotten. Christianity is the #1 murder machine in the history of humanity.
But atheists cannot hate God. That is like, it's a nonsensical statement.
It murdered my brother. It murdered my sister. I don't hate me. I hate your fucking religion. I hate your cross. I hate your dead God on a stick. I hate religion. I hate your cross. I hate your dead God on a stick. I
But atheists cannot hate God.
hate your cross. I hate your dead God on a stick. I hate